Hey guys, and welcome back to the I'm Talking podcast. I'm your host, Ilani, and I am so excited to bring you this week's episode because I am talking about a hot girl summer. Now, I know we've heard the term thrown around in songs on TikTok, we see it on Instagram, but I am going to share with you what a hot girl summer means to me and give you some tips on how to have a hot girl summer, air quote, hot girl summer. Now, I know people may want to get a little crazy because we were in quarantine, we were in lockdown last year, so I know that this summer is going to be a summer to remember. But with that said, we also have to remember that being a hot girl and having a hot girl summer is a state of mind. You know, you don't have to be single to have a hot girl summer. You don't have to be the most fit to have a hot girl summer. You just have to make sure that your mind is in the right place to have our hot girl summer, because initially hot girl summer means happy girl summer, healthy girl summer, nourished girl summer. So we need to first get our minds into that before we can even do anything. I don't know about you guys, but summer for me is my favorite season. Some could argue because my birthday is in November that why don't I like winter, because it's right around Christmas time and all of that, but no, summer is literally my favorite. I have so many memories of being a kid and doing fun stuff, doing dumb stuff in the summer, and literally just like being kids. And I think every year when summer approaches, it reminds me to like take a step back and just have fun. I definitely think the most fun I used to have was in summer camp because my sister and I had our best friends. Now, we had been going to summer camp from the ages of like 4. I think my sister was 4 and I think I might have been 6 up until like 12 or 13. So for all of those summers, we would go to summer camp, and majority of those summers we spent with our best friends. I don't want to say their names because, I don't want to put people's names out that, if they're not comfortable, whatever the case may be. But they were literally like, we were 4 peas in a pod. Literally the 4 of us. Every summer camp that we went to, it was just fun. Now, the other people didn't even matter. Like, it was literally the 4 of us. We were, like, queen bees. Not the mean girls of summer camp, because I wouldn't say all that. Like, I wouldn't say that we were mean. But to us, like, we just would always do our thing. And I remember this one year, we went to summer camp, and we were all hanging out. And there was this girl that was kind of, like, rude to us. Like, it was just one girl. And we were like, okay, well, why is she messing with us? Like, what is wrong with her? And she went and she told everybody in the summer camp, because I think we were talking about, like, my curly hair and all of our hairs, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I don't even wash my hair. Like, why do you guys wash your hair like that so much? You have, like, such frizzy hair, like, whatever. And we just all looked at each other like, is she serious? Like, she literally just said she doesn't even wash her hair. She washes her hair one time a year. Now, if you're listening and you know what I'm talking about, then you know. But if you don't, it's okay too. It was just super funny. Like, the 4 of us kind of were just like, what is wrong with this girl? She is mean, like, being mean to us, and we're not even talking to her. Like, we're literally paying her no mind. But anyway, not to get sidetracked, because I do that a lot. It was just so much fun. Like, we always went on these field trips. We would get to go to the pool every week. We would talk about the boys of the summer camp, the counselors that we had, which ones we liked, which ones we didn't, which ones were annoying, which ones we wish that didn't teach at the summer camp or didn't, like, supervise us at the summer camp. It was just a whole bunch of fun stuff. Now, along with our summer camp, my mom would also let us go for like a week or two to my tia's house, and she lived in Jersey. So my grandmother, my sister, and I, sometimes my uncle or my cousin, we would all go and stay for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And she had a beautiful house in Jersey. She had this huge backyard. She had her little dog Fluffa that we loved. But it would also be good for like my grandmother to see her sister. And we would just always do like these fun things. Now, let me tell you about a couple of these fun things that we did, because honestly, we did do some fun, silly stuff. But my grandmother and my tia, that I don't call her tia, I call her tata. The third most important thing that I've been doing is nourishing my body. I'm trying to change up my diet. If you know me, you know fruits and vegetables are like taboo, or they were taboo, I should say. And I still ate fruits here and there, but as a kid, the only two vegetables that I would eat were corn and broccoli. That's literally it. I don't know if I remember any. Ma, if you remember any, let me know. But I barely even ate like any vegetables. So now, she used to always go to Dollar Tree store or go to the Five and Below store, and she would let us get all of these candies and all of these little like tonterías, these little like toys, kind of, I guess you can say. And that was our fun. Like, we would always make a trip out of going to the store. We would literally go every single day. We would wake up in the morning, have our breakfast, and then we would go to do compra, go to groceries. I'm sorry that I'm switching from like English to Spanish. But we would do like the little groceries and like Kincallan or something. And then she would say to us like, okay, you can go to a Dollar Tree store or you can go to Five and Below and pick out like 5 things that you guys like. And we would always pick out nail polish. And we would sit there, I would paint my nails, my sister would paint her nails, and we would paint my grandmother's nails and Tata's nails, which was hilarious. And we would paint like their actual nails and their toes, but we would always do like fun, they would have us do like funny stuff. Like, I remember one time my cousin was having like some hair issues, and we literally were like, yeah, put mayo in your hair. So she did a whole mayo mask. She put aluminum foil on her head and was sitting out in the sun for like an hour with like 1 egg and mayo mixture in her hair. And then she took it off, and we literally were dying laughing. Like, we just did such silly stuff. But we always knew that it was going to be a good summer when you can just like smell summer. You know, you can smell that like charcoal smell from the grill. You can smell that like ocean type breeze. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining it well, but we always knew it was going to be a good summer when you could just smell summer coming. I could literally sit here and tell you guys so many different funny stories, so many different crazy stories of all of my summer adventures as a kid, but these past couple years have not been so fun. They've been a working girl summer. They've been busy girl summers. I haven't had like an actual fun, good, remember this for however many years type of summer, and I'm excited to have this summer be one of those summers. There's a couple ways that I am trying to make this a summer to remember. First, I've been working out consistently, and I'm proud of myself. Not that I'm trying to lose a significant amount of weight, but I just want to feel healthy. I want to feel comfortable in my skin, and I want to feel like I'm taking care of my body and giving my body my all, you know, treating myself the best. So that's definitely been like my number one thing that I've been doing. Now, my second thing is I have been journaling. I don't know if you guys would consider this like a summer thing, because technically I've been journaling for my entire life. I'm one of those girls that has an obsession with notebooks and planners and all of those things. Like, that's what I wanted being a kid. I remember making little stories for my teachers when I was like second grade. I would literally go on the computer and type, and it would be like a journal entry. So I love journaling, but when I journal, I focus on what I am grateful for. I focus on how can I have made my day better, like what were the stressors during that day, if I had any, what I could have done to improve that day. Literally everything that you can think of, I journal. I have a bullet journal, I have a planner, I have my grocery list journal. Like when I tell you I have so many different journals, I have my journal for the ideas that I write for these episodes. Like I have so many journals, but I like to write everything down. I think it helps me a lot, especially when I'm trying to get a point across, or I know that I don't properly voice what I'm trying to say, so it helps me to just write down all my thoughts. If you're trying to start a podcast and you haven't heard about Anchor, then girl, keep listening, because it is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. They have so many different tools that can allow you to record or edit your podcast directly from your phone or your computer. They can even distribute the podcast for you, so you can listen in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more. I love that you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's literally everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. Go and download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, that's ANCHOR.FM, to get started. Being grown, being an adult, I'm trying to get myself to eat better. So either in the morning I'll have a tea or a smoothie, and then I'll make like a coffee or matcha, but I don't ever have a coffee on an empty stomach. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know if it helps that I don't do that or if I should do that, but I just prefer it because I feel like I get the most energy from drinking a tea or having a warm lemon water or like a smoothie before I have any other type of drinks. So that'll be my breakfast, and I'll have other things as well. Like I'll eat a bagel or some eggs or whatever. Like I don't just try to have a smoothie, because to me, I don't care how fit or how healthy I am, I'm just not drinking a smoothie for breakfast. Like I need some other type of substance. And usually for lunch, I'll do something easy, I'll do something light, and then dinner is most likely like my heaviest meal, where I try to add all of my veggies in along with like rice or mashed potatoes or mac and cheese, whatever I'm eating. But I've noticed that it's made a significant difference in my energy, in my mental health, just knowing that I am cooking food that is going to help my body and going to make me feel better is making me feel better, if that makes sense. Okay, so now that we have my top 3 most important things that I've been doing to have an air quote hot girl summer, I'm going to tell you guys some fun things that I am going to do, that I'm planning to do in the next couple weeks so that I can have the best summer possible. First is making a bucket list, because why not make a list? Like I'm already making a list for everything else. Why not make a list of things that I want to get done in summer? Please don't laugh at me. I'm like this. As I do more episodes, you guys will definitely learn. But I have been putting so far like a couple things here and there on my bucket list. I definitely put to take pictures. I want to have so many pictures that I do not have storage on my phone. I want to be able to remember, and if I don't remember, I want to be able to look back at a picture or look back at a video, whether it be like the silliest thing of just going and getting some dinner or going and like getting some tacos from a food truck, which I will be doing tonight. I'm going to try to get some good pics of that. Hopefully the food is good. I've never tried it before. Also, this is a Saturday night. I'm filming this on Saturday. You guys will hear it Tuesday. But hopefully you will see the pictures if the tacos were good. Now, back to my topic again, because I can get sidetracked every single time. I want to take pictures. I have my bucket list. I have also been making a summer playlist. A lot of my summer songs have been coming from 2016 summer. I don't know why that was like a great summer. Great and not so great for some reasons. But just the music was great. So a lot of my songs have been coming from there. And I've just been adding them onto a playlist. Because why not? Like, when I'm driving to work in the morning, I don't want to listen to like boring radio. Or if I want to get pumped, if I want to do a road trip or whatever the case may be, I want to have my summer music. The next thing that I am going to make sure that I do to have a hot girl summer is to meditate. I have been meditating for 2 months now, and I love it. Granted, I don't know if I'm necessarily doing it right, but I don't think there's a right way to do it. I'm still learning, but I try to just get away from my thoughts and try to sit for like 5 minutes. I haven't gone up to like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm still at the 5-minute mark, and I've been here for the past 2 months. But meditating, especially in the nighttime for me, after I journal my gratitude for that day, and then I'll meditate, and let me tell you, it is a game changer. If you have a mind like mine and you can't shut it off before you go to bed, you need to try meditation, because let me tell you, I do not know how to turn my brain off. I don't know why my just greatest ideas come to me when I'm trying to go to sleep before I have like a 12-hour shift the next day. So with meditating, I will literally sit there, I will make sure my lights are off, everything is quiet, and I will have those 5 minutes to meditate to myself. No one can bother me. I tell my boyfriend, listen, leave me alone for these 5 minutes. I make sure my dogs are out of the room so that they can't bark or they can't distract me, and I will have those 5 minutes to myself, because those 5 minutes are literally like crucial to me. And I will not go a day without those 5 minutes and meditating. Another way that I can kind of get out of my own way is by hanging out with people that I care about, whether it be family, whether it be friends. I try to talk to my family as much as I can, because I'm not in the same state as them anymore, so I'll try to do that. But also hanging out with people that I want to hang out with, that uplift me, is very important. So that's another thing that I'm going to be doing this summer to have a hot girl summer, because I want to enjoy it. And I cannot enjoy my summer if I'm having these people and their negative energy around me. I'm sorry. If you are going through something, or, you're just sending negative vibes my way, please make a U-turn, do a 180, 360, whatever it is, and go the other way. Please. I will be trying to spend some time with some of my friends, because I'm not going to lie, since I moved down to North Carolina, I haven't really prioritized friendships. I think that's one of my bad habits, I guess you could say, or one of my flaws, and I'm trying to work on it. And also meeting new people. I haven't met that many new people since I've lived down here. I'm not going to lie to you. We go out, but not as much as we should for being 22 and 23. So if you have any recommendations for like Charlotte things to do where I can meet some new fun people, let me know. Thanks. But anyway, you have to make sure you are surrounding yourself with good people and good energy all summer long. Like I said in my previous episode, I'm also going to be taking a couple trips here and there, so that's on like my summer bucket list. I definitely want to start a little tradition. Well, I don't really want to call it a tradition, but all summer long, I want to try one new thing every week. Whether it be a new food spot, whether it be an activity that I've never tried, I just want to try something new because we're all for trying new things, you know? So now that I've given you a couple things that I will be doing for Hot Girl Summer, I want to share some tips with you on what I think you guys can do to improve your summer, to have a great summer, because it is summer and we are out of quarantine. Everything is opening up. So, here it is. Number 1, get off your phone. Get off of your phone. Be present, because all we have is now. And if you're on your phone, on Instagram, scrolling through TikTok, you're going to miss out on summer. And this looks like it's going to be an epic summer. So, get off your phone, be present. Number 1. Number 2, be safe. We're still in COVID. We still got some stuff going on. So although we're trying to be out in the streets, like a lot of people would say, be safe. Number 3, drink your water. Do not go anywhere without drinking water. I bought like a gallon size water bottle off of Amazon to make sure that I am drinking enough water throughout the day. So if that's what you need to do to make sure you're drinking your water intake, do that, because who's gonna go to the beach and be dehydrated at the beach? Like, drink your water, girl. Come on. This is 2021. We should already be past that. Number 4, do and wear what makes you feel good. I learned this not too long ago, but I was always worried about what people were going to think about what I'm wearing or what I'm doing. Now, I've learned that what I do and what I wear is not bothering anybody else. So I'm going to do and wear what I want that makes me happy. So make sure you're doing that. Next, like I mentioned before, what I will be doing, or what I've been doing, is making my summer playlist. So if you haven't made your summer playlist already, you need to, because we have to have our music to match our summer. Now, don't get me wrong, the new album that Olivia dropped is fire, right? Everybody's loving it, but that's the type of album that if I'm kind of sad in my car and I want to listen to it, that's what I'm listening to. I don't want to be on the beach listening to Favorite Crime. I'm sorry. It's going to make me sad. I'm not going to be a hot girl. I'm going to be a sad girl, and I'm going to take myself home. But I mean, if you guys want to listen to that while you're on the beach, cool. Do you, you know? Some things that I think I'll be doing this summer and I think would be fun, I don't know if you guys want to do them, but I'm going to tell you anyway, is a picnic in the park. I used to have picnics in the park when I was a kid all the time, and I hate bugs, but something about putting on a blanket on the ground and having a picnic is fun. So I'll be doing that. Also taking some road trips, or even not road trips. Like if you're busy and you have things to do, if you just take a drive or the train, if you are taking the train, if you just have like that, you know, independent time and you just blast music or you read a book or you listen to a podcast, do that, because why not, you know? Also, go to the beach. Spend some time in the sun. Get some vitamin D. Please. Everybody needs it. I've seen a whole bunch of TikToks going around where these girls in their little friend groups are creating these challenges, and they're like scoring them from like, you know, go to one drive-in movie, 5 points. And they're creating all these things with this like point system for all their girls, and at the end of the summer they're kind of like gonna tally it up and see who won, pretty much. I think that's fun. I'm also gonna be working and doing some other stuff, so I will not be partaking in any of that, but I definitely do think that some people should try it because it looks Cool. And with that, go out, be yourself. Get out of your element. Go dance, go laugh, go sing. Jump in a puddle. Jump in the sprinklers. Go to a water park. Go to a amusement park. Go for a late night swim. Just do fun stuff that typically you wouldn't do. That also, your future self will thank you for. I definitely want to look back at this summer and know that I did everything that I could do to enjoy my summer. Because I think a lot of us, especially with the quarantine, especially with the lockdown, we all fell into like this routine or fell into this, little habit of just kind of like going with the flow and, worrying about other stuff. But you definitely have to take a step back and, do some fun things. Do some things that your inner child would want you to do. Have a water balloon fight. Just do some fun things that are going to make you feel good. That is literally the only thing that I want you guys to take away from this episode. If you take nothing else away, just take that away, Just do some fun things for yourself where you feel good. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. And make sure to hit that follow button so you get notified every time I put out a new episode. Also, if you want to see how I'm spending my air quote hot girl summer, then you have to make sure you're following me on Instagram. And make sure you leave some comments or DM me some ways that you're going to have a hot girl summer. Have a great week, and I'll speak to you guys next Tuesday.